everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to give you hopping on Facebook, and I was like rushing to post the link, and then I'm rushing back here, but I made it on time. So if you're meant to be, however, these I'm going to be talking about and I've been subject and what is fear of rejection, because I'm going to go into the history of things and I'm going to explain to you guys in the open. We fear being visible. We fear a minority. We fear stepping out and out of the social y'all, that is and if to you, I'm going to set the live stream short. I do have a little gift for you guys. Please stick around until the end of the webinar, okay? I am drinking some moon infused water. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I'm really bad. Hold on. I love it. Water. I didn't at one point, and then I moved back to the city. There's a water cooler yet. So I still buy bottled water, and I really want to get away from the bottles, right? I recycle them religiously, but I still don't feel good using plastic that I don't really need to use. And anyhow, I took like literally the or the 36 of water bottles, and I put it next to the moonlight, and I let the moon infuse the entire pack of water bottles. So if you guys know what you're talking about when it comes to recharging your crystals, recharging, infusing your water, and I'm doing it the wrong way, let me know. I'll welcome any corrections. So without further ado, guys, I'm just going to hop right into the screen share, and I'm going to get going on this webinar. And here's why. I have a lot to share with you guys today, and I guarantee you, if you're here, what you're going to hear is going to be of extreme use to you, okay? And I'll get into why that is right now. Whoops. Okay, so thank you for joining me. My name is Tanya Clarke-Marinelli. I'm the creator of the Invest in Yourself course and the EmpoweringKidsProgram.com. I'm going to explain those in just a minute. But today is a free weekly webinar training that I give back. That's how I give back. This is my gift to you, okay? Every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, I invite all business owners, even if you don't own a business and you're just looking to really improve the quality of your life, and I invite you guys to come and participate and really, really show up. Sometimes I have a lot of people on these webinars and nobody pops into the chat bar because it's a fear. What if I type in the wrong thing? What if I say something stupid? So today, let's really dive into it. So, is the fear of rejection keeping your business small? You might be wondering if you're in the right place. You are if you're a life coach, a consultant, a mentor, a healer, an advisor, all right? If you are an entrepreneur and you want to grow your business and you want people to, because a lot of times people will buy you over your business. So you got to get comfortable being the face of your business, no matter what it is, okay? And these are specifically for small businesses. So if you're like Walmart or something like that, I totally get how you're not the face of it. It's really Walmart. Walmart sells itself. However, if you're a small business like mine, then I got to get out there and I got to let people know what it is that I'm doing. My programs have been featured on local TV stations, radio stations, paper articles written up on, over the past 6 years on these programs. Now, you can see me. People say, oh, you look so comfortable when you're being interviewed. No, I'm scared out of my freaking mind. I am so scared that I'm going to say the wrong thing. I'm going to make an ass out of myself, and people are going to laugh, and all of that. All the time. Like, am I going to say something stupid? Is somebody going to judge me? And that all stems from not being accepted. Okay, being rejected. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit more. So I'm the creator of the EmpoweringKidsProgram.com, and this is the Empowering Kids Alternative Learning Center and Forest School, okay? We are accepting registration for spring break. So if you want to get your kids in, because these spots always fill out on spring break or sell out on spring break, get your kid registered now, EmpoweringKidsProgram.com. And I'm also the creator of the Invest in Yourself online program. It is designed to shift your money mindset to create the freedom that you deserve, specifically for spiritual entrepreneurs. I'm also the host of the Empowering You and Your Children blog talk radio show, and this is one of our monthly guests, Mr. Dan King, who's a spiritual conduit, author, and speaker, and he is amazing. We love having him on. He's actually going to be our very first keynote speaker January 7th at the Plan Your Success workshop. I also have other guests on the show that are really beneficial if you're an entrepreneur or if you're a parent looking to earn an income from home. This particular radio show, I interviewed Dr. Eve Agee. She is the creator of the Transform Coaching Academy, and it's actually where I received my certification. And listen to the show. If you guys are interested in life coaching, getting a life coaching certification in transformational energy, then this is definitely the program that you wanna check out. So you can find this radio show. Go on iTunes and find me under Empowering You and Your Children, Tanya Clarke-Marinelli, or you can go directly to my website and then click on the radio tab. I also have a few signature talks: overcoming negative self-talk, secrets every successful woman needs to know, and the most important ingredient for your child's success, emotional intelligence. You guys can actually download this webinar for free on the EmpoweringKidsProgram.com. Pop in your email address and it is yours. January 7th, 2017, you guys have no idea how pumped I am for this day. Look at these beautiful speakers. Look at these powerful speakers that we got. So here's what you get. If you're in the Winnipeg or surrounding area, register for your spot now. We've just received word, or about a week or two ago, we received a sponsor which allows us to offer the tickets at a discounted price. So I'm super excited for that. Mr. Dan King, who is a spiritual conduit. We got Natalie Reimer Anderson. This lady is the self-love coach here in Winnipeg and transformational nutritionist. We got Sherry Selly, author of the upcoming book 402, creator of Tribe Meditation, sold out events monthly. And we got Lynn Nelson, opened up a gym here in Transcona. We also got Amber Gutowski, queen of network marketing. And so you guys are not going to want to miss this. Now, here's the catch. You guys get a ton of goodies from these people who charge thousands of dollars for their program, okay? You come in for next to nothing for this workshop. On top of that, I share with you, I'm with you for 12 months post-workshop. 12 months. Okay, 12 months we work together, and I support you through really succeeding in all of these goals that you set out for 2017. Okay, if you guys want to know more about that, hop on over to investinyourselfcourse.com and click on the workshop tab. There's a ton of information there. Okay, guys, or just message me directly. Now, why am I doing this? Why am I doing these webinars? Why am I running a business? Why do I work from home? Why do I get on camera? Why do I do live streams? Why do I get my ass out where everybody can see it? Because I get to do what it is that I absolutely love. The program that I teach you guys in the Invest in Yourself course is exact step-by-step what I use to create financial abundance in my life and continue to homeschool, okay? I homeschooled for 5 years for 3 years as a single parent, okay? But we were homeschooling for 5 years. And I was able to do what I love, be with my children. Not only that, I got to travel with them. I get to travel with them, and I get to travel a little on my own too. That's one of my passions. I also get to do fun things with them. So it really does create freedom. It's financial freedom, right? But guys, it wasn't always like this, right? Back, my story, I'm going to look at you, but I'm not going to spend too much time on this because Hey, BC. We got Mr. Ivan. We got Mr. Jamie. What? Awesome. Okay. And I know that we have a few other viewers on here as well. Brave it out. Say hello. That's what this webinar is all about today. Now, it wasn't always like this. First of all, if you've ever gone through a separation, and you're beginning the unknown, parenting alone, it's unknown. And everybody around me was saying, get your kids back in school. You got to get a 9-to-5 job. There's no freaking way in hell you can do this. Put your hobby, and it was an expensive hobby. But I needed to figure out how to make money doing what it is that I love and continue homeschooling. Nobody in Winnipeg, I couldn't find anybody else in Winnipeg that was doing it. So I got online and I started searching single stay-at-home moms. How are you doing this? How are you doing that? And then I found a mentor. And what I did was I hired this mentor and I said, what do I got to do? And it was scary. It was really, really scary because at first you're like, I don't know where this income is going to come from to pay this mentor, but I do know that if I don't make the decision to go ahead and invest, then I'm screwed. I'm staying small. I'm going to stay right where I am, and I will not be able to help the people that are meant to see my program. I just won't, because I won't be able to get it out there. Right? Makes sense? So that's what I did. I just, long story short, because there's so much more to this story, but if you go to my website, investinyourselfcourse.com, I go into great detail. There's some freebies there for you guys as well. There's some video trainings for you guys, but I go into detail about exactly what I did. Now, I invested in a mentor. I said, I need to get there, and I need to get there now. How do I do it? And a big part of what I had to do to get to where I am now was overcome this fear of rejection. Okay? It's scary getting out there. And guess who your biggest, the biggest people, like the people that you're most afraid of? They're your family and friends. Okay? You would think your family and friends are there to be your biggest supporters, but that is not always the case. And if it is for you, I celebrate you. So my biggest fear was that, and there was some rejection and there was questioning and whatever the case is, and some was for my benefit and some wasn't. But despite, people, family and friends will want to offer information in order to help you, right? So I'm going to give you guys some techniques here when you're put into that specific situation. So I'm going to get back on over there. That's kind of like my little story, all right? And let's just get right into it. 1 second. Okay. So here it is. Who is this for? This is for anyone who makes a living using their expertise, knowledge, or wisdom, coaches, consultants, advisors, healers. I always got to let you guys know and confirm that you guys are in the right place. If you use your knowledge to create breakthroughs for your clients, this is absolutely for you. Anyone who is looking to grow their business and even increase their sales. So is the fear of rejection keeping your business small? Are you too afraid to market your business or maybe even let people know that you have an online business? If this is you, you guys, you're not alone, all right? If you're thinking of creating an online business, amazing. You got to get out there, okay? So you need to stick around and listen to this webinar. So a basic human need is the need for connection, all right? Then there is the fear of rejection, all right? So we as a human race seek connection, and we try our best to avoid rejection. Now, I've been doing a lot of research on rejection, and the best explanation for rejection in your business or even in your life came from Marissa Peer, I believe her name is. Now, I'm going to share with you guys a lot of what she talked about today and a few others. So the need for connection is a tribal need, okay? We survived through human connection, okay? Through our tribe. We created connection. So when my clients come on and they, in every single one of my clients, they do experience a fear of being visible. We always talk about those right and left-hand people, okay? So your right-hand people are your family and friends, and your left-hand people, those are your tribe. Your left-hand people are the people who are there to support you. So if you belong to a gym, those are your left-hand people, because chances are your family and friends, they don't want to hear you talking about the gym all day long, okay? They're just not in, they're not there most of the time, okay? Usually with your family and friends, you guys both have different interests. So your left-hand people is where you go. That's your tribe. That's who supports you. That's where you feel connection, okay? So all tribal groups knew that. In order to make you conform, they would need to threaten and to reject you. Please excuse my spelling mistakes today. I actually typed this all out really quickly before I hopped on with you guys. So even children, okay, if those children aren't behaving, boom, get to your room enough. When you can behave, then you can come back. So they're actually being rejected and they're banished to their rooms, okay? We're taking that connection away from them. No judgments here. This is simply an example, okay? So stepping out and owning who you are publicly is freaking scary. It's so fearful, okay? Because you're opening yourself up to judgment. What we fear is what people, what the hell did I write there? What we fear is what people think. Okay, so what we fear is what people are gonna think or say about us, okay? It's really the fear of being rejected. So this fear is in our cellular memory. If you think back to the tribal days, it's literally in our cellular memory. So if you guys have ever heard of Stockholm Syndrome, this is like a study. This is taken from Wikipedia. Feelings of trust or affection felt in certain cases of kidnapping, hostage taking by a victim toward a captor. So what this means is there's a study done, and what they found is that people would rather feel a connection with their energy, with their enemy, rather than be rejected. Isn't that crazy? I think it's crazy. I don't have these fears. Okay, awesome. So hey, Ivan, I'm just going to stop the screen share here right now. I didn't see when you posted that. What was it in reference to? Was it in reference to getting visible and letting people know what it is that you're sharing? What it is that your business is? Let me know. I'm going to go back here, but I'll check the chat box more frequently. Thank you for participating. Okay. So, side note, I wanted to share this with you guys. So women, do you ever notice when you go to the club or you go out to dinner with friends and it's like, I'm going to the washroom, who's coming with me? And women will go to the washroom in groups. And what that is from is back in tribal days, it was necessary, okay? If you wanted to be safe, then you went to the washroom with a group of women. Okay, it was considered unsafe not to do that. And I'm going to get a little inappropriate, but men didn't need to bring a group with them because they stand up to go to the bathroom, right? They can see everything that's going on, but women, we can't do that. We can't do that. So that is a little side note that I wanted to share with you. So have you ever had an experience with rejection as a child? This is something that I really want to talk with you guys about. If so, then you know that you will do whatever it takes to avoid that feeling of rejection again. Okay? There's this amazing, I think it's a TEDx video, but this guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but the spelling is here. So write that down, and I want you to Google him. He tells a story about when he was in grade three, and he was rejected, okay? And that affected him his entire life. It had something to do with the teacher. And finally, one day he was like, he recognized how this fear was keeping him from achieving what it is that he wanted. So he decided, I'm going to overcome fear. And what he did was he came up with 100 rejections. You know, he put himself in, for 100 days, he put himself in a place of rejection every single day. He did things like went up to a security officer and said, hey, can I borrow $100? And when the security officer said no, then he ran away in fear. So, and then the next day he did something else. And then the next day he did something else. So basically what he was doing was he was setting himself up to experience fear, as he brought in fear. How do I say that? He made the unfamiliar familiar. You know how I always share, say yes, worry about it later. Because if you worry about it then and there, you're going to lose yourself in that fear. You're going to lose yourself in that worry and of all the things that could possibly go wrong, and you'll never do what it is that you want to do. Okay, so basically what he did was he made fear familiar. He made fear familiar, and that's something that we all got to do. Ivan says, oh, I have no fear of rejection or acceptance. That's amazing. That is amazing. So probably, I think I only have had one client that really didn't fear getting visible, being visible. I think I've only had one. And, you know, I've had people sign up for my program and get in there. And I'll just look at you for a minute. I've had people sign up for my program and get in there. And then I'm like, all right, let's do this. There's a specific reason why I offer a 30-day video or live stream challenge. And it's to get comfortable impromptu speaking. It's to get comfortable being in front of a camera. It's to get comfortable talking about what it is that your business is. And once I present that to them, they're like, I don't know why I can't do it. And because there's always a fear of being visible. And that fear of being visible is always related directly to the fear of rejection, okay, of not being accepted. Ivan says, from some hard life experiences. Absolutely. Okay, I can completely relate there. That's really interesting. So for those of you guys who don't know, this is my brother. He's out in BC, my brother Ivan. And you know, we still got a lot to learn about each other, right? The long story there. However, I've experienced some challenges growing up as well. And I almost feel like that's the fuel in my ass to get on out there and to be visible, because I know that my programs absolutely shift and change lives, right? So that is like the fire in my ass to get these programs out there. So that could be possibly what you're feeling as well, Ivan. I'm not sure. Let me know. I'm going to get back on over here. So if you guys want any feedback about how to move forward in your consulting, coaching practices, your businesses, pop it into the chat box. Ask me anything. I am yours until 12:30 today to do with anything about your business, okay? But today we're doing a little lesson on rejection. However, if you have any other questions and you've watched any other webinars, pop your questions into the chat bar. Now, I'm going to invite you guys to go ahead and watch this video. He made me laugh my ass off. It was hilarious, but oh so entertaining. Like, learned a lot. So when you experience rejection, you say to yourself that rejection was so painful, I am now choosing to avoid rejection. So, but what they're actually doing is they're actually avoiding connection, All right. And that's something that we want more than anything. So Marissa goes on to say that you don't need to do that because you can't be rejected. We are not tribal people anymore. Don't let opinions that are wrong in. Okay. Meaning don't let them affect you. Okay. If somebody says, Tanya, what you're talking about here is bullshit, I can either choose to take it and let it in, or I love this quote at the bottom. It says, if you give me a gift and I don't take the gift, who has the gift? If I don't take the gift, it's left with you, right? So if somebody criticizes what it is that I'm doing or says something really nasty, I think a couple weeks ago there was like a comment on one of my webinars and it said, get cancer or something like that. And I just started laughing. I was laughing because I was like, wow, I'm making a buzz. People are watching. People are pissed. And those are the things, like, you don't let it in, okay? It's up to you. It's your choice. So here are 5 techniques that Marissa shares to not let rejection in, okay? So number 1, this is for family, friends, even coworkers. When somebody comes up to you and they're like, they offer a criticism, and you can just say, thank you for sharing that. Literally, word for word, thank you for sharing that. Because when you engage, then you're giving them power. When you just say, thank you for sharing that, and you yourself choose not to let it in, you are in your power. Now, the best example I can come up with for this is my daughter. My daughter's 21, and in her teen years, mom and my daughter and we could butt heads. We're so alike. We butt heads. She's so in her power. And when she would say something to me, would be a good example where I could say, thank you for sharing that. And I didn't do that all the time. I really didn't, to be completely honest. I let it in and I engaged. But you don't have to do that. You are in control, okay? The second thing you can do, let's take coworkers, for example. If they, rub you the wrong way, they say something inappropriate, they throw a criticism at you, you can say, I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I'm not sure I heard you correctly. And what that will do is, because you ask them to repeat what it is that they said, if they said something in the heat of the moment, maybe even a spouse, they'll kind of step back and go, yeah, I'm not gonna, nothing. And then it just dissipates. But if they continue to do it, right, then step 3 is, are you trying to hurt my feelings? Why would you say that? So the example that Marissa uses is a parent, her mother, right? Mothers, I think, can be critical sometimes because they are really wanting to protect you. At least that's me with my daughter. And so then, for example, my daughter would say to me, are you trying to hurt my feelings? Like, why would you say that? Then I would go, no, not at all. This is why I'm saying it, because, my intention is out of love. What I'm saying is based on love and just wanting to protect you. So then it's up to you to decide, okay, it's coming from a place of love. She's not going about it the right way. However, it's coming from a place of love. So usually they'll explain themselves and it really is coming from a place of love. However, if they say, yeah, I'm trying to hurt your feelings, absolutely, then step 4, okay, so that's not going to work because I'm not going to let that in. Okay, because that is you taking full responsibility. All right, now you guys know that the fear of rejection is everybody's biggest fear. You also know that connection is everybody's biggest, that's the thing that they seek out the most, is connection. And the thing that to try to avoid the most is rejection. So now that you know that, and you're given these 5 techniques, now you can take responsibility to avoid all of that. Okay, you got to put it into practice. You definitely need to make a habit out of it. However, if you go ahead and you say, that's not going to work because I'm not going to let that in, and they still proceed, step 5 is, while we're sharing, did you know that the most critical people have the most criticisms reserved for themselves? So when you do this, you're actually showing me and everyone else that you are your own worst critic. I don't know about you guys, but that's like complete brutal honesty right there, okay? What I teach in my program is the law of allowing. There's 2 steps to the law of allowing. One is, here, let me look at you for a minute. The first step is allowing others to be who they are. The second step is allowing yourself to be who you are. And when you don't allow others to be in their own authenticity, that judgment is a reflection from within. Okay, and I go into great detail about that. But that last statement actually pinpoints that. So Ivan says, just before this broadcast, I was asked to be interviewed by Shaw Cable as a success story at the Recovery Center, where I have chosen to be a guide for others. I'm so excited that you're here, because I think that what you learn here and what the Invest in Yourself course teaches would be extremely beneficial for you creating something freaking powerful. So let me ask you, Ivan, when Shaw Cable asked to interview you because you're a freaking success, and you are, what'd you say? Did you immediately say yes? Did you say, let me think about it? Or was it just like, yes, let's do this. Let's get this out there. Let's get as many people out there who are, because when you're a consultant or a coach, all of your clients are younger versions of you, and that is part of what makes you the expert. All right? That's what makes you the expert, because if you have a desire and a passion to go out there and create this, we are going to do this. Absolutely. Okay, awesome. If you have a desire to share your experience and help other people skyrocket so they don't have to spend years figuring out exactly how to achieve their success. So that's pretty much what consulting and coaching is, right? You are the solution to their problem. You got to get out there. Don't even hesitate. Yes, if CTV calls, if Global calls, if Shaw calls, if radio, whatever radio station is local to you, if they call and say, hey, Tanya, I want to hear about this program, my immediate reaction is always, yes, I'll panic about it later. I know that there's always going to be a panic there, no matter what I do, whether I say yes or whether I say no. There's always going to be a regret attached to when I say no. However, there's always going to be a panic there. There's always going to be a fear there, because you're always going to experience that rejection. But being aware that it's there is fine. Do it anyway. Yes, no question. I'm in the business of helping guys break through their bullshit. Amazing. I think we're all in a similar business, right? That's amazing. Okay. I'm going to go back over here. Now, again, let me just review this. Thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I'm not sure I heard you correctly. Are you trying to hurt my feelings? Why would you say that? That's not going to work, because I'm not going to let that in. And while we're sharing, did you know that most critical people have the most criticisms reserved for themselves? So when you openly criticize someone, you're basically telling everyone that you are your own worst critic. Such a truth bomb right there. Truth bomb, sorry. So no one can ever make you feel bad about yourself with these 5 techniques. The greatest fear in Western society is public speaking, okay? However, and public speaking is exactly what I'm doing here right now. A live webinar, that's a speaking event. I am speaking to people. I don't even know who's on this webinar. So, however, public speaking is not actually the fear. They fear rejection, okay? People faint. They would even choose death over being rejected. I'm involved in a Toastmasters, and there's people there who are specifically there because Their goal is to overcome the fear of just speaking publicly. Not even speaking publicly, speaking in a group, going to groups, going to functions, going to a Christmas party without almost dying of fear. Okay? And then there's doctors and there's psychologists, and then there's people like me in there who really want to clean up their speaking so they can connect better with people. So now that you know more about where fear comes from, does it make a bit more sense? Does it make it easier to choose a different path? Here's a little exercise that I invite each and every person here to do. Okay? I want you to make a list of things that you could do if you were willing to take 5% more responsibility for your business, your bank account, your relationship, your health, and that's something that I want you guys to do right now. I also invite you guys to throw that into the chat box if you're open to that. Okay? So, who's here that hasn't said hi yet? Because I see quite a few viewers on the line. Who's here that hasn't said hi yet? I would love to see what it is that you're doing in your business, or what is fear stopping you from doing, right? So I'll give you a minute to chat that in, to pop that into the chat box. Even if you guys are watching the live stream, I know that a lot of people watch live on YouTube. Pop your questions in there. See, I got my phone. I'll check them. I will check them. Okay, I'm going to go back over here. I want to show you guys exactly what happens when Brianna! I love you, Brianna. Good for you. How's it going? How does this fear of rejection, how does knowing this right now help you in your business, Brianna? I'd love to hear that. Brianna is super cool. She's part of the Invest, and she owns Prairie Roots Yoga here in Winnipeg. And she does family yoga, and she also does Thai massage, which I totally got to try. Okay, let's do this. Let me know though, I really want to know what would show up for you if you were willing to take 5% more responsibility, okay? Now, here's what happens when you're extremely scared, but you decide to do it anyway. Morgan created her consulting business website. Okay, I got to change this up because I'm so proud of her, because literally this is a 9-month program. In 2 months, she did what takes some people 6 months to do. Not only that, this girl is presenting at the I Am Festival, which is a beautiful big festival down here. I think it's in Toulon. And she's, I think, has another presenting opportunity, and she's just making quite a buzz, okay? She's got clients. I'm just so excited for her and so proud of her. Right now, the lady is in Costa Rica, lucky girl. And I'm also celebrating this lady, Sherry Selly. So check this out. Not only is she the author of the upcoming book 402, if you guys haven't heard of this, go find her on Facebook and like her, because her story is so powerful. This book, I'll just read it for you here. At the age of 16, I walked into darkness, and this is my journey to the light. She has this really unique story of being held captive when she was 16, and how, you know, all of those suppressed feelings and everything came out as symptoms in her adulthood, and how she's been able to really own her life and use that experience to help so many other people. And I believe that that is why Sherry's events, which is happening tonight, Tribe is happening tonight. Her monthly Tribe events are sold out every month. And what this lady's been able to do is she created an online course called, I don't remember what your online course is, but it's a 4-month online course And she quit her daytime job. Her last day is December 23rd, and I'm so celebrating you. So now she gets to do what she loves full time. Okay, so that's what happens when you're scared. Imagine how scary it is to tell people a horrific event that happened to you, and imagine the fear of rejection you're going to feel. However, guess what she's done? She has created the optimum avenue for connection. All right, so that's something that we really got to remember. And this is my girl, Jen Marie. She's also a yoga teacher, and she teaches yoga to kids. She is like booked in schools, okay? You know how hard it is to get into schools? Well, this lady made it happen. She quit corporate. She now is able to be present for her children, drop them off at school, pick them up from school, and do what she loves on a regular basis. And look at her. She's so modeling success. She really does involve her kids in everything that she does. I just absolutely love it. Such an inspiration. One of my clients, I made my investment back in 60 days. I've been sitting on my about page. Okay, in your about page is your story. That is what's going to connect you to your ideal clients. So this is the most important part of your business. She was sitting on it for 2 years. Okay, when you're wishy-washy, when you're not clear, when you lack clarity, that's what happens. But after 30 days, after committing to herself, after 30 days, done. Boom. Okay. I just talked to her again too, and she's like, I got another client. I got another client. And I'm like, come on. So I've had more, somebody else says I've had more out of 6 sessions with Tanya than 6 months of personal counseling, because I'm certified in life coaching. I'm still buzzing and excited about the program after starting. And another one of my clients went full-time in her healing business 3 months before she even planned to. So the Invest in Yourself online course, which is going to be switching to Invest in Yourself University, is designed around 3 specific steps. You got to find out where you are in life right now. Where are you in your business? Are you in debt? Okay. Where are you in your life? Are you happy? Are you miserable? Can you live the rest of your life where you're at right now? Number 2, where do you want to be? Okay. What do you want your business to be generating? Let's talk about how the hell you're going to make that happen. Being visible and kicking this fear of rejection to the curb is absolutely one specific way you need to master. And then how to get there. Okay. That's where the mentoring support comes in. You can get there on your own. Absolutely, you can get there on your own, but it's going to take you years longer. I guarantee you. I've been there. I've done that. I was done. I actually was pushed into it. I had no choice. I had to make this happen or I was screwed. And I did. I made it happen. And now I show you exactly how to do that as well. So in this online university, you get 10 kick-ass modules, 1 monthly call with me, just you and me. But then you also get weekly mastermind calls with all of the other wonderful people in the group, okay? You get all these modules, you get bonuses, you get templates, you get, email templates, you get it all. You get walked through on how to create your website, your module site, all the business stuff. I even teach you guys everything that I know about life coaching so you can incorporate that into your business and watch your clients achieve optimum success. So how can I help you guys today? What I've done for the last few weeks with you guys is I've put time specifically aside to talk to you personally. Me, I'll be talking to you. I don't have a coach that I assign to these calls. I do it myself, okay? Because I believe I am my business right now. So how can you apply these ideas in your business beginning today? So that's what we're going to talk about. What did I say yesterday? I said the worst thing that's going to happen is that you're going to get off the call and I'm going to give you specific strategies to implement in your business that day. Okay. The best thing that's going to happen is that you and I love each other, totally resonate, and then we begin working together. And then you, boom, skyrocket your business, right? So how do you apply for this strategy call? You go to my website, which is totally revamped. However, you still hover over the home key and click on apply because we definitely got to make sure that we resonate with each other. If we don't resonate with each other, then we're not going to help each other out at all. Okay? So I'm celebrating each and every one of you guys for coming here. If you're still on the line, go on over there. That is my gift to you. That is my something special for you. Okay? It's a call with me for 60 minutes. Get on the call and say, hey, Tanya, I'm creating a consulting business. How the hell am I going to make money doing this? How do I strategize my time? How am I supposed to even create a video? How do I make a call to action? What is a call to action? How do I move in spite of my fear? There are so many questions to ask. How do I get those clients in the door? How do I attract my ideal clients? Maybe you keep getting clients that don't resonate with you, okay? I'm just going to give you one piece of feedback. Detach yourself from the money. It's not about the money. That is not what brings you happiness. Detach yourself from the money. Attach yourself to your ideal client and creating shift in their lives, okay? So as long as you're honorably doing that, all is well, man. All is well. How do I charge for my VIP day? How do I charge for my courses? How do I price point this? How do I know what to charge per hour, and so on and so forth? How do I create a workshop? All of that. Give me a call. Let's talk about it. Brianna says responsibility plus visibility equals confidence. Confidence that to share gifts of deeper connection with self, families, and communities to create and maintain sustainable practices that will build upon the foundation of love, acceptance, and understanding. Beautifully said, Brianna. I love you. I've known Brianna for a little while, and I'm totally celebrating her for jumping in and investing in herself, because the world needs more of you, my love. They really, really do. They need more people who absolutely believe what they're doing is going to shift and change lives. They need people like you, Mr. Ivan. All right? So having said that, hop on over, investinyourselfcourse.com. I love you so much. I'm celebrating you and honoring you guys for being here live. Even if you're watching the replay, I'm honoring that. I can't wait to connect with each and every one of you guys. Go on over to Facebook, say hello, stay connected, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah! Bye, guys.